In today's freelance world, I feel like a lot of people's dreams are being fully self-employed and self-sufficient. And I know it was mine at 24 after spending way too much on higher education, working at a coffee shop and doing a lot of side gigging. I was trying to find something that I was passionate about, that I could also make a living at. And you know, I think 13 years later, I can finally say that I've made it. Hi friends, Alex Kai's here, and I'm a self-employed realtor. I sometimes pretend to be a carpenter, and I'm a creative at heart. I'd love to find more time to be able to make art, but you know, life pulls me in so many different directions these days, so instead I make YouTube videos to try and bring them back together. As the year wraps up here, I've been reflecting on the past, the present, and the future, and I wanted to share my experiences with self-employment, and I hope this helps whether you're deep in the grind of it right now or thinking about taking that leap yourself. So I thought it would be interesting to talk about like how I make money being self-employed and where it comes from. So I've spent the last 8 years building up this real estate business, and I'd say the primary income source is from sales, and that's helping people buy and sell a house, which we get paid solely on commission. So a percentage of the sales price goes to us as realtors. But we've added in property management and helping people find rentals, and I'm slowly building up the media brand too. We did have a team that helped with some of these sales, but that's been disbanded. So this past year we've had 20 real estate sales, which is pretty good. Helped 2 people find rentals, had 2 team transactions, and 1 out-of-state referral. That came out to be $18.8 million in sales volume, which is good enough to put us in the top 10% of realtors in Seattle, so I'm very thankful for that. If you're looking for help with real estate, send me a message and I'll see if I can help. We're at our island investment house doing some chores and just making sure that everything is working as it should. And I thought the roof was the best place to be talking about the highs and lows of the years as I clean the gutters up here. I think one of the best things that happened in the business this past year was helping some of my best friends buy and sell their house. You might have seen we sold their condo over the summer, and then I helped them buy a larger house as they upsized. So that was a lot of fun and it was very rewarding to help good friends. And then just finding new collaborators. I did a couple videos with some other businesses, an architect that I admire and a software developer engineer who's making these heat maps for walkability. I don't know if you saw that video, but I really enjoyed making videos with other people, and that's something that I really want to try and continue to do this next year. In terms of lows, you know, I think that constantly doubting my advertising, creative marketing strategy is definitely there at the top of the list. It's really hard running a YouTube channel and trying to position videos that are going to perform well, speak to my target audience, are creatively fulfilling, and I constantly struggle trying to find the right video to make. Now it's actually incredibly icy and slippery up here, so I might save this for later in the day when it's not in the 30s. I'm in this conundrum where I want to grow the media brand and the real estate channel, but I don't want that to compromise the real estate sales and building that business, because I really love it. I love working with clients, and if I shift the YouTube channel to be like a more mass appeal, go for more views, then it becomes less localized and doesn't reach my target customer base. So all year I've been in this conflict of trying to stretch my creativity while also balancing building a real estate business. And there's been a lot of experimentation on the channel, and some of it has worked, some of it hasn't, but I guess I'll just keep trying, because the challenge itself is actually a lot of fun. A quick interruption to say thanks for watching, and if you like the video, subscribe, and I'd really appreciate it if you liked too. We also have a podcast, which we've been doing for a little while, so look on your favorite audio streaming service for up-to-date real estate tips and market updates.
Going for it. Babe, can you turn off? Ooh, 2 angles?
Oh, we got 2 angles. We're super professional now. Okay, so just adjusting the lighting here. How do you like being self-employed?
I feel a little stressed by it. I'm definitely more prone to anxiety and sleepless nights worrying about like when the next paycheck's gonna come.
Yeah.
Even though for the past few years there's always been a paycheck coming. It's not rational, but it's not the same like steadiness as a W-2 job.
Well, and it took like how long? 2, maybe 3 years to get to that point?
Yeah, but during those 3 years, I had a W-2 job.
Yeah.
So there's always something coming.
Yeah, that's true.
And then in 2021, when Celia was born, I left that job, and that was when we were fully self-employed, which with my personality type, I honestly can't believe that we're fully self-employed. So that being said, it's like I don't really like it, but at the same time, I don't think I could ever go back to a 9-to-5 just because, I mean, it's just kind of a dream lifestyle.
How do you like working together? Being married?
You didn't prep me for this interview at all. Oh, depends on the day. Today was a good day.
Yeah.
I liked
we
it
just
today.
like painted
Today was
and went out to
vacation.
lunch.
So I spent a lot of time thinking about this, actually. I don't have to pretend like I don't know. I know that I, like the love languages or whatever, make a big difference. And I'm a words of affirmation person. So like being in the workplace and having a superior who, you didn't even have to affirm me with money. I always worked in nonprofits, but like you needed to, if you told me good job, I was like, I'll do anything for you. And now working with you to set up roles, and you've been in this longer, like you're the boss, and that's good. You should be. And it does make a difference when you tell me good job, but not the same as when like an outside person tells me good job. And there's like no exciting news to tell you because you already know it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, what do we talk about? I mean, we talk about work, but I wish I could quote it. I can almost quote it. There's a fantastic line, I think from Pride and Prejudice, a Jane Austen novel, about the bits of news that make up domestic life or something like that. And that's what domestic life is, like news. Like, what's the news? What's the news with Celie? What's the news at work?
Yeah.
I don't have that much news.
I thought it would be fun to pull some data and look at our income sources. It is still largely real estate sales.
Oh, like business income.
Yeah. So I think it's fun to think about like what are the dream income sources, and I broke them down into percentages, and it's very heavily real estate sales still. 46% of our income comes from referral, past client, sphere of influence
46.
transactions.
That's definitely up from previous years.
41% comes from mostly YouTube, but social media related real estate sales.
Nice.
Video gigs.
That's you doing
That's me
videography.
Doing videos.
Is that business income though? Because it's kind of a different thing.
I don't know. It's
like
kind of a side
media.
hustle, media.
Well, you should count my side hustle money too.
I know. I was going to ask you that. Video gigs is 1.3%. Don't make a ton of money from that, but I have a lot of fun with it.
But you don't like advertise at all.
No.
I made like
Yeah.
$500 playing viola in December, maybe even more.
In December alone.
Yeah.
Okay. Rental income. So that's investment properties.
Investment properties, like our investment properties.
Yeah, like this Airbnb and our future project that we're working on right now is 0.5%. But
That's in 2024. It's probably negative.
probably,
We just went to Home Depot.
spent a lot of money.
Yeah,
So
we're
it's
basically
probably
breaking
negative
this
now.
year, hoping to break even on this property. We made some money last year.
And then the YouTube channel made like $850 on AdSense.
I think I spent less than that at Starbucks
Nice,
this year.
nice. And 0.9% comes from property management.
Oh, well, yeah. We haven't tried too hard at that one.
No, we haven't, but I think it'd be nice to increase that and get a little bit like a source of stable income.
What, babe? Milk? No, babe. Do you want some water?
Mom say,
I'll stay for a minute, hon, but I want to go get ready for my bed, too.
I say,
She was scared of the ceiling. To be fair, it's a little scary.
It's a little dark.
Dark color.
Yeah.
There's lines, shadows.
Looking back at the content creation for the last year, we've had a lot of wins, and it's been a lot of fun. The biggest thing, I think, just like metrics-wise, was the Why I Live in Seattle video. Did get a lot of views. I think it's at like 13,000 views right now, and that's really great. Hopefully people moving to Seattle see that, even if they don't reach out to me, it's helpful to them. Also, I had a lot of fun working with Click Architects to make the Seattle infill video and tour their project. Collaborating just makes this whole process a lot more enjoyable and less like working in a vacuum. We had like over 250,000 views this last year. The channel made like $850 in AdSense and 950 new subscribers, which isn't huge, but it's a lot of fun to see that number keep going up. Looking ahead, I definitely want to collaborate with more people. So if you're interested in making a video featuring your business, then reach out to me and pitch me an episode. I think it sounds fun. I want to focus on more storytelling, some more like behind the scenes footage, and a lot more creative projects. I like this bedroom a lot, how we styled it, but when we bought this house it was an office in this room, and all of this was like a desk setup. I kept this thing because I thought it looked cool with the plants, but there was like this big desk right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's different whites here because I patched and painted where I took out the desk, and we didn't have the old paint color. The new paint color is close but not quite right, so I think we're just gonna empty this whole space out and redo the room. I started this business with a lot of these income and sales goals, and I do think that that's a really good way to start. It's measurable, actionable, and concrete, but I don't need to keep building and making more and more money. We make enough to live our lives and to do fun investment projects, setting us up for retirement. I tried growing a team. I got a managing broker's license, had 3 agents under me, did weekly sales meetings, and planned business development projects to do together. But I didn't love it because I think it's distracting from the work that I really like, which is going out with clients and meeting new people. And I really love the solopreneur model more than like a management role. I'm struggling a little bit right now because I don't have those measurable goals, and I don't know what success looks like as a young-ish mature company. I guess what I really want is to make more meaningful content and find a good work-life balance, but those aren't those concrete goals that are measurable, so I'll get back to you when I figure it out. Here's a little bit of advice that I can offer, having done this for 7 or 8 years. The first thing is to treat your business like a business. And I mean, like, show up every day like you would for a W-2 job and strategize and, just treat it seriously. I see a lot of people who kind of float along on these side hustles and, you don't really find success without a little bit of strategy and hard work. So that's my first bit. And this next one, I'm not super well at taking myself, which is to take more time off. I think it's a little scary because, I work really hard in order to drive traffic to my business and work with customers. And I'm just worried that if I take a week off or a weekend off or go on vacation, that's just gonna stop. And I don't know how to get away from that fear and actually take some time off and not treat it like a 24/7 business. And finally, just be real, be authentic, be yourself, and treat your customers like real people. I see so much on social media that is just fake, and it comes off as inauthentic, and people just, creating this story that is like an idealized version of themselves, and it's pretty obvious that it's not real. And I think to build trust and to get customers, you have to be real and authentic and just be yourself. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you're looking to make a home in Seattle, send me a message. Let's work together. Bye.